a very important advice for every BJJ practitioner. Guys, last week when I was training, something happened to me that made me reflect about my jiu-jitsu journey, and I think it can help you a lot. And I'm gonna give you a better context here. So guys, back when I was competing, I stopped in 2017, so like many years ago, in my journey, I would always try to pick one move and master that move for a long period of time. So for example, in 2003, I started doing the over-under pass. And for like years, every time I was on top, I would try to do the over-under pass. Then at some point, I learned the single leg half guard. And then for months or years, I would pull everybody to the single leg half guard. And then same thing with the deep half guard. And then at some point, I learned the omoplata. And same thing with the omoplata. I was months doing the omoplata. And then one thing that I noticed that's happening with me on my journey right now is many times I'm starting to, as I train jiu-jitsu for hobby nowadays, many times I'm picking a move and I'm working on that move for like 2 weeks. And then I pick another move and I work on that other move for like 3 weeks. And then I pick another move and I work on that move for 2 weeks and things like that. And I'm not really mastering any move as I used to when I was competing. So I think the bottom line of this video here and the advice that I want to give to you is that I think in jiu-jitsu is much easier if you make a decision on which move you're going to try to master and you go for a long term with that move. Instead of going for like 2 or 3 weeks and then you jump to the next move, try to go for months practicing that move or even years, okay? And guys, when we talk about practicing, I'm talking about drilling, I'm talking about doing it on sparrings, I'm talking about doing it on specific trainings, and every possible way you can to drill, to use that move, okay? So guys, I was reflecting about that because, for example, last year, in the end of the year, I was really trying to get good at leg locks. And then last week, I was trying to do darces on everybody. And then there was a time last year as well, I was trying to do knee cuts. So when I was reflecting, I was like, man, I'm not the old Bernardo that used to compete a lot. I would pick one move and go with that move for like years. I remember like I started doing the over-under pass in 2003 and I used that move until 2017. So I did that move for 14 years. I remember when I started doing the omoplata when I was a brown belt, I was pulling everybody to close guard and trying the omoplata on training for like almost like 2 years. And then I got really good on the omoplata. And nowadays, I almost feel like, as I train jiu-jitsu for hobby, I'm almost feeling like I'm always jumping the new thing. You know, like I want to get good at leg locks. And then I see someone doing the darts, I want to get good at the darts. And then I see someone doing the body lock, I want to get good at the body lock. And I'm not really like choosing few moves that I really want to master and become the best in the world on those moves. So I think this is my advice for you here on your journey. Instead, try to learn everything. Don't close your eyes and close your mind for what your instructor is teaching you. But also try to pick a few moves, like 1, 2, or 3, that you feel really match with your game and your style. And try to master those moves as much as you can for months or years, instead of just weeks or days. I think this is the bottom line of this video. Like, don't try to pick a move, work on that move for a few days or a couple weeks, and then you jump to the next move, because you're not gonna master anything. And every time I look to the very best jiu-jitsu athletes in the world, they always had like a very specific game and a few moves that they were better than everybody else in the planet. So for example, if you look Roger Gracie, everybody knew that he would pass the guard with pressure passing, he would get the mounts, and he would go for the cross-collar choke. And if he's on bottom, he would play close guard. If you look to Marcelo Garcia, he had a few moves that he was the best in the world at it, like arm drag, X-guard, guillotine, crucifix, you know, like, and even if you look like Gordon Ryan, he started with leg locks. He was the best leg locker in the world. And then he developed like back attacks, but there was a few moves that he was the best in the world, and nobody could stop those moves if he would get there. So nowadays I train jiu-jitsu as a hobby, so I don't train twice a day every day anymore. I train like 2 or 3 times per week, just like you. And I feel it's so easy to like start doing a move here, then next week you're practicing another move, then the following month you're doing another one, and things like that. So the idea of this video here is just to emphasize to you guys how important it is to choose well the moves that you want to master and go for a very long time with those moves, okay? So try to do that, guys. This is something that I was reflecting on my journey that I'm going to start doing. And this goes back to that Bruce Lee quote, right? I don't fear the man who knows 1,000 moves. I fear the man who knows one move and has practiced that move 1,000 times. So, guys, I hope that helps you guys. And if you are in the beginning of your journey, I have an instructional video called The Foundations of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's my best-seller instructional video. And it's for everybody, but it's very, like, fundamentals. And I think it's going to help your game a lot. So make sure to check that out at bjjfanatics.com. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Os. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
BJJFanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.